Stop everything you're doing, because the music world just got shaken harder than a Super Bowl halftime set, crashing into a reality TV reunion. New footage has gone viral, and it shows none other than Jay-Z allegedly attempting to snatch 50 Cent. Yes, you heard that correctly. The billionaire rapper mogul and cultural icon reportedly in a real-life high-stakes confrontation with his longtime rival. This isn't some metaphorical beef over Instagram captions or streaming royalties. This is eye-popping, jaw-dropping footage that makes every celebrity feud you've ever seen look like polite tea time. Fans are gasping, influencers are losing their minds, and social media timelines are exploding faster than a fireworks show at Coachella. The clips are being dissected frame by frame, turning emojis, captions, and subtle hand gestures into evidence of an audacious plot straight out of a thriller movie. The internet can't stop talking. Every reaction video, meme, and commentary thread is hotter than a paparazzi flash in Times Square. And no one knows what's real, what's exaggerated, and what's about to blow up next. The drama is so outrageous that even the Kardashians would look tame in comparison. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this is more than a celebrity feud. It's a viral storm, a cultural earthquake, and the kind of scandal that has the internet collectively holding its breath. Buckle up, because the story of Jay-Z trying to snatch 50 Cent is as shocking, dramatic, and utterly unmissable as you could imagine. The internet erupted the moment the leaked footage hit screens. And suddenly, what seemed like a typical celebrity rivalry escalated into a story so outrageous it made every reality TV meltdown look like a calm afternoon tea. Jay-Z, the billionaire mogul and hip-hop icon, was allegedly captured in a shocking attempt to snatch 50 Cent, the rap legend who has built his own empire from the ashes of beef's past. Fans around the world froze in disbelief, replaying the footage, frame by frame, trying to decode whether this was a moment of real danger, a stunt, or an elaborate prank gone viral. Social media exploded, timelines flooded with dramatic reactions, and memes emerged faster than anyone could blink, turning the alleged kidnapping into a full-blown digital spectacle. Every small movement, from a glance to a step, was analyzed, as if it were evidence in a blockbuster thriller. The world suddenly had front-row seats to a drama that felt bigger than any album drop or award show controversy. Reports suggest that tensions between Jay-Z and 50 Cent have been simmering beneath the surface for years, with subtle jabs, cryptic social media posts, and industry politics fueling speculation. While the rivalry had been mostly verbal Instagram posts, subtle disses in tracks and media interviews, the leaked footage suggested a sudden extreme escalation. Fans and influencers began theorizing immediately. Was this premeditated, a spontaneous confrontation, or part of an ongoing behind-the-scenes feud nobody had fully understood? TikTok creators jumped in, recreating the scene with dramatic slow-motion reenactments and suspenseful soundtracks, turning the real-life footage into viral cinematic content. Memes depicted Jay-Z as a shadowy mastermind trying to execute the perfect heist, while 50 Cent was cast as the cunning, unflappable hero navigating a minefield of danger. The narrative quickly transcended reality, blending fact, exaggeration, and absurd humor into an irresistible storm. The reactions weren't just limited to fans, celebrities. Influencers and industry insiders also joined the chaos, creating a feedback loop of speculation and drama. Cryptic tweets hinted at knowledge only insiders could possess, while Instagram stories and X threads dissected the footage to the millisecond, each frame a new clue in a high-stakes puzzle. The internet treated the leak like a thriller premiere, with some users offering commentary that was part analysis, part dark humor, and part pure hysteria. TikTok, X, and Instagram became platforms of obsession, with every user remixing clips, adding cinematic flair, and injecting their own exaggeration into the narrative. Even minor details, Jay-Z's posture, 50 Cent's expression, or a background security guard became discussion points that drove virality. The story was no longer just a feud. It had become a full-fledged cultural event, impossible to ignore. Memes amplified the drama in ways even seasoned fans didn't expect. One viral clip turned the footage into a cinematic thriller, complete with dramatic zooms, suspenseful orchestral music, and captions that made it feel like a heist movie. Another depicted Jay-Z sneaking through shadows like a cartoon villain, while 50 Cent evaded traps, turning the real incident into absurdly exaggerated entertainment. Influencers competed to create the most outrageous remixes, turning suspense into comedy, drama, and viral spectacle simultaneously. Fans were glued to their screens, obsessively tracking every upload, share, and comment, creating a participatory ecosystem where audience reactions became as important as the footage itself. This was social media hysteria elevated to an art form. As discussion intensified, the alleged motives behind Jay-Z's audacious attempt became the subject of heated debate. Some argued it was personal, a decades-long grudge reaching a tipping point. Others speculated it was professional, perhaps tied to music industry maneuvering or competitive branding. Influencers and commentators dissected body language, tone, and timing, turning speculation into a full-blown analysis sport. Memes combined pop culture references with absurd exaggerations, portraying Jay-Z as a supervillain plotting a high-stakes heist and 50 Cent as a cunning hero executing flawless counter moves. Even casual fans found themselves drawn into the narrative, debating motives and predicting outcomes like amateur detectives. The story's suspense and drama were so intense that simply scrolling past felt impossible. Eyewitness accounts began to circulate, some allegedly from onlookers at the scene and others from industry insiders with inside knowledge. These reports added layers of intrigue, though many were contradictory, fueling further debate. Fans and commentators treated every new detail like a crucial puzzle piece, eagerly refreshing feeds for updates. Memes continued to escalate the drama, exaggerating minor moments into cinematic sequences that added tension, humor, and virality. All at once, social media had effectively transformed a real-life incident into an interactive thriller, where participation and exaggeration were just as vital as the footage itself. Meanwhile, mainstream media quickly jumped on the story, turning the leaked footage into headlines, breaking news segments, and viral compilations. News outlets scrambled to provide context, commentary, and interviews, often blending verified information with speculation, which only fueled online frenzy. TikTok trends and meme culture reacted instantly, turning serious news into dramatized, shareable content. The narrative became a multi-layered spectacle, combining real-life events, audience participation, and social media creativity into a single, unstoppable viral storm. The public's obsession transformed the footage from a shocking leak into a cultural phenomenon. Even the smallest details sparked massive online debates. From Jay-Z's hand gestures to 50 Cent's reactions, fans treated each frame like a cryptic clue in a mystery thriller. Memes depicted every moment with humor, exaggeration, and cinematic flair, making the story entertaining, suspenseful, and absurd all at once. TikTok creators serialized moments into dramatic cliffhangers, remixing clips into narrative arcs with suspenseful build-ups and punchy conclusions. Influencers provided commentary with sarcasm, humor, and exaggeration, elevating the story beyond mere reporting. Fans became co-creators, turning every observation, reaction, and meme into fuel for virality. By the end of the first wave, it was clear that Jay-Z versus 50 Cent had evolved from a personal rivalry into a digital cultural event. Fans, celebrities, and media outlets were all participating in a drama that blended reality, exaggeration, and absurd humor. Memes, commentary, and viral clips kept engagement at a fever pitch, making it impossible to ignore or scroll past. The narrative had escalated into a participatory phenomenon, where every reaction mattered and every new leak or post added another layer to the drama. This wasn't just a feud, it was a social media wildfire, and the world was glued to watch. It burned. The footage alone had set the stage for a saga that promised twists, reveals, and escalation that no one could have predicted. From cinematic memes to influencer commentary to mainstream media coverage, the story's momentum was unstoppable. Fans were already speculating about what would happen next, who would react, and which viral meme would dominate the discussion. Social media had turned a shocking event into a living narrative, And the tension, suspense, and outrageous exaggeration guaranteed that the next phase would be even bigger, wilder, and more viral than the first. The world was watching, obsessed, and utterly hooked the moment the leaked footage of Jay-Z allegedly trying to snatch 50 Cent went viral. The internet transformed into a digital courtroom, with fans, influencers, and celebrities all acting as self-appointed jurors. Social media platforms exploded with theories, speculation, and dramatized reenactments, each more outrageous than the last. TikTok creators were especially ruthless, turning seconds of shaky footage into cinematic thrillers with slow-motion zooms, suspenseful soundtracks, and captions that made the scene feel like an epic heist straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. Fans debated whether Jay-Z's move was premeditated or a spontaneous act, while memes depicted him sneaking through shadows like a cartoon supervillain, with 50 Cent portrayed as the unshakable hero who always manages to dodge disaster.
Every
post, share, and comment amplified the story, making it impossible to scroll past without feeling the tension building. The narrative had become larger than life, a real-time saga where the audience controlled the hype. Celebrity reactions poured in like wildfire. Some stars dropped cryptic tweets hinting at insider knowledge, while others staged dramatic Instagram stories, reacting with emojis or short videos that only deepened the mystery. Influencers and content creators dissected every detail. Jay-Z's posture, 50 Cent's expressions, the background environment, nothing escaped scrutiny. Memes evolved into full-blown narratives, showing Jay-Z plotting elaborate schemes while 50 Cent performed heroic escapes worthy of an action film. Even mainstream media coverage leaned into the drama, combining verified reports with speculation, turning the story into a multi-platform frenzy. Fans felt like they were watching a suspense thriller unfold in real time, with twists, cliffhangers, and suspense at every turn. The meme culture alone reached absurd heights. TikTok creators turned the confrontation into serialized drama depicting Jay-Z climbing metaphorical walls, dodging security, and navigating obstacles worthy of a heist movie. One viral edit even added cinematic explosions, slow-motion chase sequences, and dramatic text overlays, making it feel like the most intense music industry showdown in history. Other memes juxtaposed the real footage with pop culture references, Jay-Z as Darth Vader stalking 50 Cent's Millennium Falcon, or as a Bond villain plotting a high-stakes operation. Fans shared, remixed, and exaggerated each clip, creating an ecosystem where participation fueled virality, and the narrative escalated faster than anyone could anticipate. Every new meme added layers of absurdity and suspense, keeping the drama alive and impossible to ignore. Public outrage became another fuel for the fire. Fans were split between horror and amusement, debating the seriousness of Jay-Z's alleged attempt and its implications for both artists' reputations. Comment sections on X, Instagram, and TikTok were flooded with hot takes ranging from fervent support for 50 Cent to sarcastic criticism of Jay-Z. Every cryptic post or vague interview statement reignited speculation, and minor details like a security guard's reaction in the footage became fodder for viral discussions. Memes blended humor with tension, exaggerating actions while amplifying fan obsession. The story had transcended the typical celebrity feud, evolving into a participatory cultural event where every reaction mattered and every share increased the stakes. Meanwhile, influencers capitalized on the frenzy with dramatic recreations. Some turned the footage into multi-part series, each video ending on cliffhangers to maximize engagement. Others created mashups with famous movie scenes, turning the confrontation into a cinematic spectacle filled with suspense, humor, and absurd exaggeration. Fans engaged with polls, challenges, and comment threads, essentially turning the saga into an interactive game of speculation and meme creation. Even casual viewers found themselves addicted to following every development, unable to resist the combination of suspense, humor, and outrageous spectacle. The story's virality was self-sustaining. with each new twist feeding the audience's insatiable appetite for drama. Celebrity endorsements and indirect reactions added fuel to the fire. Some stars dropped hints that they knew behind the scenes details, while others criticized the leak or expressed disbelief. Every cryptic post added another layer of mystery, and fans dissected it like forensic investigators, searching for hidden messages and subtext. Memes became meta-commentary, parodying both the real incident and the audience's obsession with it. TikTok creators dramatized every step, adding suspenseful music, captions, and slow-motion effects that heightened tension. The story was no longer just about the footage, it was about the collective obsession, dramatization, and creative exaggeration that turned the feud into an epic saga. Industry insiders began to weigh in, adding credibility and intrigue. Interviews and statements, whether factual or speculative, were dissected endlessly online. Fans compared body language, timing, and context to decide what really happened, turning social media into a continuous analysis chamber. Memes took these insights and amplified them into absurdly dramatic narratives, portraying Jay-Z as a mastermind, strategist, and 50 Cent as the clever, unstoppable hero. Every new post reignited discussions, debates, and remixes, ensuring the story maintained peak virality. The online frenzy had transformed a shocking incident into an interactive, evolving spectacle that merged reality, exaggeration, and entertainment. The intensity reached a point where even minor developments became headline-worthy. Every interview, snippet, cryptic tweet, and social media story was amplified and analyzed for hidden meaning. Memes continued to exaggerate actions, reactions, and potential outcomes, turning real-life drama into high-stakes comedy thriller hybrids. The public became invested not just in the actual event but in predicting what would happen next, fueling engagement across platforms. Influencers and fans alike participated in a collaborative storytelling experience, where every reaction added to the mythology of the feud. Social media had transformed into a living, breathing stage for the most dramatic rap rivalry in recent history. By the end of the escalation, the story had reached an epic crescendo. Memes, commentary, and dramatizations ensured that Jay-Z versus 50 Cent dominated conversation across every platform. Fans, creators, and celebrities contributed to a multi-layered narrative that combined suspense, humor, exaggeration, and viral creativity. Every frame of the footage was analyzed, every reaction amplified, and every meme shared, creating a cultural phenomenon that went far beyond a simple feud. The digital world was hooked, obsessed, and waiting for the next explosive development. Fully aware that the saga had only just begun, even as speculation peaked, the story remained unpredictable. Every cryptic post, leaked detail, or viral edit had the potential to escalate the drama further. Memes, commentary, and social media participation guaranteed that the narrative would continue to evolve, keeping audiences glued to screens worldwide. Jay-Z and 50 Cent had become central figures in a live, interactive spectacle where reality, exaggeration, and audience obsession collided. And just when viewers thought the story couldn't get any more intense, every new clip hinted that the next twist was already brewing. After the viral footage settled into the digital consciousness, the aftermath of the alleged confrontation between Jay-Z and 50 Cent became a spectacle of its own. Sprawling across social media, news outlets, and meme culture, fans weren't just observing, they were actively shaping the narrative, dissecting every movement, every facial expression, and even the background environment like forensic analysts in a Hollywood thriller. Memes continued to exaggerate and dramatize, turning the incident into a living epic that blended suspense, humor, and absurdity in ways the internet hadn't seen since the early days of viral celebrity chaos. Every clip, tweet, and reaction fueled the story, ensuring that even those who missed the initial leak felt compelled to catch up. The public's obsession reached a fever pitch, with discussions ranging from serious speculation about motives to outrageous scenarios, depicting Jay-Z as a Bond-level villain plotting an impossible heist. The saga had transcended a simple feud. It had become a cultural event of epic proportions. Reputations on both sides were deeply impacted. Jay-Z, often viewed as untouchable in the industry, faced scrutiny and ridicule alongside cautious defense from his fanbase. Memes exaggerated the audacity of his alleged actions, portraying him as a mastermind of chaos, while others painted him as the comic villain of a narrative he hadn't scripted. 50 Cent, meanwhile, emerged as the resilient, unflappable hero, gaining praise, admiration, and a renewed wave of viral relevance. Even celebrities and influencers commenting from the sidelines saw their reputations affected. Cryptic endorsements or critiques of the event were dissected frame by frame, turning every online opinion into another layer of viral content. The feud had evolved into a multi-dimensional spectacle, where perception was as potent as reality. Social media participation turned into a high-stakes cultural experiment. TikTok creators continued to dramatize the story with cinematic recreations, slow-motion suspense edits, and meme-infused storylines that made it feel like a serialized thriller. Instagram stories and X threads exploded with fan theories, predictions, and absurd humor, turning online engagement into a collaborative storytelling engine. Minor details, a glance, a gesture, a security guard's reaction were dissected, remixed, and amplified, keeping the narrative alive and endlessly engaging. The story's virality became self-perpetuating, with audience creativity ensuring that every day brought new twists, jokes, and dramatizations. The digital ecosystem had transformed a shocking celebrity confrontation into an interactive cultural epic. The mainstream media, recognizing the unparalleled virality, joined the frenzy, with sensational headlines and exaggerated analyses. News outlets reported every leaked frame, rumor, and social media reaction, often blending verified information with speculation to maximize engagement. Memes and social media commentary often outpaced traditional reporting, creating a feedback loop where audience participation drove media coverage and vice versa. The interplay of news, memes, and viral content ensured that the feud dominated cultural discourse, setting a precedent for how celebrity drama could become a full-fledged social media event. The incident had become bigger than music, bigger than rap beefs, and bigger than any traditional celebrity scandal. Fans continued to debate motives, consequences, and future developments. Some argued that Jay-Z's actions were premeditated and dangerous, while others suggested the footage was exaggerated or taken out of context. Memes depicted elaborate escape sequences, heist-level strategies, and improbable plot twists that added absurdity and entertainment to the suspense. Every online reaction became part of the story, with fan theories, viral edits, and commentary threads forming a collective narrative that rivaled the actual events. The audience had become co-authors of the saga, turning each new post, leak, or meme into another building block of the ongoing digital epic. The consequences for industry relationships were also profound. Partnerships, endorsements, and collaborations were scrutinized under a new lens as fans speculated about who might be aligned with whom. Even casual mentions by celebrities or insiders were amplified, with every interaction interpreted as a potential signal about loyalty, strategy, or next moves. Social media had become a theater where alliances, rivalries, and reputations were continuously negotiated in real time. Memes and dramatizations amplified these dynamics, exaggerating power struggles and transforming subtle cues into epic battles of perception. The story's scope had become almost mythic, blending reality, interpretation, and digital storytelling into an unstoppable viral machine. Legal and professional implications were also a hot topic of speculation. Analysts, lawyers, and fans debated whether Jay-Z's alleged actions could carry serious consequences or if 50 Cent's response would spark further escalation. Memes amplified these concerns, often portraying courtrooms as battlefields and lawyers as tactical masterminds in a cinematic showdown. Social media commentary blended humor with serious analysis, keeping audiences engaged while heightening suspense. Even casual observers were drawn into the debate, treating the unfolding situation like an interactive thriller with stakes. Far beyond typical celebrity drama. By the time the initial viral storm began to stabilize, the story's cultural imprint was undeniable. Jay-Z versus 50 Cent had become more than a leaked confrontation. It had become a participatory, multi-platform event where fans, influencers, celebrities, and media outlets all played active roles in amplifying drama, suspense, and absurdity. Memes immortalized exaggerated versions of events. Commentary threads preserved ongoing analysis, and TikTok recreations dramatized every detail with cinematic flair. The feud had become a case study in modern virality, showing how audience participation, exaggeration, and meme culture could transform a shocking event into a sustained cultural phenomenon. Even as daily updates decreased, anticipation for the next twist remained high. Every new post, cryptic statement, or leaked clip could reignite the frenzy instantly. Fans and creators stayed on edge, ready to remix, meme, and comment as new layers emerged. Jay-Z and 50 Cent had unknowingly staged a saga that would be dissected, dramatized, and viralized for years. The digital audience had transformed a moment of tension into a multi-layered narrative that merged reality, exaggeration, and entertainment into a participatory cultural spectacle. As the dust settled, one thing became crystal clear: this wasn't just a feud, it was a blueprint for how celebrity drama goes viral in the modern age. Fans, creators, influencers, and media outlets had all collaborated, intentionally or not, to amplify every moment, reaction, and exaggeration into a living, breathing phenomenon. Memes, commentary, and dramatizations ensured the story would remain relevant long after the initial footage leaked. The narrative was now a cultural reference point, a digital epic that blended suspense, humor, controversy, and absurdity in a way only the internet could sustain. The Jay-Z and 50 Cent saga had rewritten the rules of celebrity virality, and yet, the story remained unresolved. Every cryptic social media post or cryptic hint could reignite the frenzy, ensuring that the drama would continue evolving. Fans were primed, memes were ready, and every new leak could set off another viral wave. The narrative had proven that, in the digital age, celebrity feuds aren't just private conflicts. They're interactive, participatory spectacles that can grip global audiences. Jay-Z versus 50 Cent had transformed from a shocking incident into a cultural saga, leaving audiences hungry, obsessed, and ready for the next explosive chapter. Alright, listen up, fam. If your jaw hasn't hit the floor yet, it's about to. Smash that like button like it owes you money. Because every click fuels this chaos and keeps you on the front lines of the wildest celebrity drama the internet has ever seen. Don't just scroll, comment, and let us know your hot takes. Are you Team 50 Cent, cheering for the unshakable hero dodging the impossible? Or are you side-eyeing Jay-Z for taking things to the next, absolutely outrageous level? Your reactions aren't just comments. They're part of the story, part of the meme, part of the viral madness. Every post, share, and emoji adds to the frenzy. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications because here on Fame Blueprint, the next scandal drops before anyone else even notices. Miss a post, and you'll feel like the last person at the party when the chaos kicked off. From jaw-dropping leaks to insane viral memes, this channel delivers drama hotter than paparazzi flashes at a Hollywood awards show. We don't just report scandals, we amplify, remix, exaggerate, and meme them until your brain can barely keep up. Every twist, every leaked frame, every viral reaction lands here first. Uncut and unfiltered. So like it, comment it, share it. And stay glued, because the drama never sleeps, the leaks never stop, and the memes multiply faster than anyone can process. The next explosive twist could drop anytime, and you'll want to be front and center. This is Fame Blueprint, where scandals don't just happen, they explode, and the internet collectively loses its mind. Don't just watch, participate, react, and cement your place in the chaos. Stay ready because the next viral bomb is coming and you do not want to miss it.